All right, hello and welcome to another episode of As the Dinosaurs Turn. Hard to keep a straight face because we've recorded. This is like the third time in the last 2 weeks we've recorded, and we've had technical problems that completely lost our last recording, and now this time we've had some issues with the microphones too. So
Well, we'll see how it goes. We're glad to be here. I have to say that the holiday season is really exciting in Portugal, and I am loving every minute of it. It's also one of the first years that I've had the energy to enjoy the holiday season. Usually I'm like, oh, we have to put up the tree, or oh, which is funny because Christmas is my favorite time of year. It just is. So I'm starting to feel much more like myself, and the tree is up. It is decorated. It's behind Jason. It's tiny, but we have Christmas lights up inside. We have Christmas lights outside, and we've already been to a holiday market.
we have. So there's a lot of similarities actually, but also some differences too, I guess,
Yeah.
between US and Portugal. But they definitely do celebrate Christmas time. People go shopping and I don't know, there's open air markets and indoor markets and
One of my favorite things is the Christmas markets. And I know that there are a few small towns in Iowa, like I know Pella has a Christmas market. So there are a few of those, but the Christmas markets here are pretty much a big deal. Every city's got one. There's a lot of different crafts. There are toys and things for the kids. There's all kinds of activities. Merry-go-rounds are popular, carousels, tons and tons of lights. Like the lights are over the top. So be prepared for us to be posting some videos of lights, different places and in different cities. But I think my favorite part of the Christmas market is drinking ginger out of chocolate cups.
that was good.
So ginger is a liqueur. They equate it to it's cherry-like, but it's actually specific to Portugal. And when you are cold and you're tired too, a little bit of a chocolate kick, and then the kick of the alcohol warms you from the inside, and then you're ready to keep going through the market. It's awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
The kids have enjoyed the donuts and the different cookies, so that's been on their list. And then we've been looking at all of the different artisan things that you can find, ornaments and pottery and nativity scenes. Like there's just tons of stuff. Right?
Yep, and we went to Braga for the Christmas tree lighting and ended up we didn't stay actually for the lighting ceremony, but when you watch the replay of the cameras, the square area, it's not exactly a town square, it's more of a plaza. A big open plaza was like packed full of people.
It was definitely packed. We were right there in the thick of it. And then we were like, oh, we still have like 30 minutes to go, or 40 minutes. So let's go and look at a couple of things. Took everybody to the pottery studio, which is right over there. And the boys spent some of their money that Aunt Tricia and Aunt Corey had given them. And because we just hadn't found anything that they were willing to spend the money on that was really art or something that we would have forever. So they finally found some things, though. So they've purchased some really cool ceramics and some things that mean a lot to the people that are teaching me how to do pottery as well. And so that was a lot of fun. But we still have lots to do. Like, I can't believe that the kids have this week and next week of school, and then they're on break.
Yeah.
How are we already at this time of year?
We made it to December. It's been almost 9 months.
I can't even believe that. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. We are going to do some holiday baking, right? It's not easy to find some things, so there'll be some interesting substitutions going. But we are going to do peanut butter blossoms. They're just going to have chocolate milk balls in the middle of them because there are no Hershey Kisses or anything like that to be found, right? So we're going to do those and sugar cookies. And then we'll do gingerbread, lots of gingerbread, right? Mm-hmm. So we have big baking plans. And then there are a few places we want to go and see some Christmas markets.
And we're going to go to Porto.
Well, there are a few things we like to do in Porto. Like, what's on your list?
Porto has one of the only alcohol stores. Well, there's plenty of alcohol stores, but a store that actually sells quite a bit of whiskey. So I'm excited to go there and pick up a bottle or two.
He's rebuilding his whiskey library, so that's a process.
It'll never be the same as it was in the U.S., though, when there were 37 bottles in it. Probably shouldn't be that large anyway, but
Probably
if I get a few bottles.
You've at least been able to find a few of your favorites, and so that's been a good thing. And then there are some pottery supply stores and some yarn stores and things like that. But Jack wants to go to the Hard Rock Cafe for lunch or dinner. He bought us presents from there in Lisbon when he was on his school trip. He got us things from there. I have no idea why he decided that's what we needed, but that's what he did. And so that's one of the things he'd like to do. And we really just want to see all of the Porto Christmas lights. And then we have a trip to Spain coming up too, don't we?
We do.
We're going to go to Vigo. So Vigo is about an hour and a half north of us. So, and just so you know, Porto's about an hour. So we're right in between the two. And it is known as the Christmas place in all of Spain. So I can hardly wait. I mean, we're talking like huge Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, giant Christmas market. All of the pictures and all of the lights are just so pretty. So we're looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah, it'll be good. And we said Christmas break in about 2 weeks, and so the Christmas break here is pretty similar to what it would be in the U.S. And then they go for about 6 weeks, and then there's a few carnival. They get a few days off in February, and then suddenly it's Easter, and it'll be springtime, and then suddenly a school year will be over, and it'll have been a year for us.
I can't believe it. So I'm having flashes to our Christmas last year and putting up a tree and just trying to get things cleaned and sold and getting rid of things, mainly because we were trying to make room just for general things. But baking and relaxing and having a little bit of a break was nice, but it just was like, I feel like we're in a completely different spot mentally than we were then too.
Yeah. Well, we're still in our 300 square foot stone structure compared to 3,000 square feet a year ago.
Yeah, and for those of you who are watching the video and it's one of your first times of seeing the video, there's a stone wall behind us, and that is the wall of the house. It's in our living room. Like, you see that's the corner. That's how it's small. We're sitting in the middle of the room, literally. And then you can see the wooden beams above us, and that's the sleeping loft upstairs. But we should be moving into the apartment by the end of the month. And I know that the hope is that we'll be there by Christmas, but if not, we'll be there by New Year's. And so that'll be a completely different space. Mm-hmm. I am looking forward to having a door. I'm just saying, like, a door in the bedroom will be nice. An extra bathroom will be like, wow. It'll be completely, just spoiling ourselves. So we'll see how it goes. We have no furniture. We have mattresses already. We've ordered those, and they're kind of propped up different places. And we have a TV because God forbid you not be able to game.
Right. Important things.
So we'll see. We'll see if we get to do any Christmas things in the house or not. I think that I'm just looking forward to us spending a lot of time together. And I know that there are a few things that the boys are looking forward to. The Christmas baking is definitely one of them. Tyler has put together an amazing list. We have a Christmas Advent calendar of specials and movies and TV shows. He put it together. It's color-coded according to which streaming service we need to use. So we've been watching one Christmas thing every day. Plus they have the chocolate Advent calendars and those things. So I don't know, between that and the fires, it's just been nice and kind of homey.
Yeah, we've had a nice fire going in our wood-burning stove.
It was really cold this morning, though. Okay. And so for those of you who are listening from Iowa, my really, really cold was at 37 degrees. It was cold. I'm sorry if I know you've been getting snow, but I don't miss that. I had to defrost a car. Ooh, in the sense that it was wet and I couldn't see out the windshield. But high of 50 today. So, and then tomorrow it's going to be a chilly morning, but then we're going to get up to 59. So I think that it really is just, we're getting down into the, lower 40s and then getting into the 50s. So I think it's a good spread.
Yeah. Well, and that's pretty common for wintertime in this area. So
our dog Stan has joined us. He's decided he's going to tell us stories.
yep. If you're listening to the audio, you might even be able to hear him kind of whining in the background. I don't know. Sometimes he tries to talk. So
he is talkative. Stan, however, is enjoying the fireplace, I believe, and he's been cold, so he's got his little sweater on, and he likes to curl up inside of like whatever blanket he can find. Just like I showed, the cat likes to curl up inside the coat tree or lay on our bed. That's where he sleeps. Mm-hmm. So I think that when we move, though, I think all of the animals are really going to miss the yard.
That's true. We'll be on a second floor apartment with balconies on both sides, so they will be able to be outside, but not quite like it is here.
Yeah, we'll see how the animal patrol of the neighborhood goes. I'm sure that will be an entertaining adjustment.
Leo won't be able to go outside and jump the wall and roam the neighborhood, I suppose, as easily.
Well, that's a good thing because he gets himself into trouble.
That's true.
So he's notorious. So there have been some good things and additional things that have happened since we talked to you last. We did get a second car. We ended up getting a second car so that while I'm running around or Jason's running around for business, then we can make sure we have something to go and get the kids, because having one car was becoming an issue when it comes to appointments and other things. So I think that that's something that we are excited for. But that also means that when people come and visit us, you will have, when we move, we'll have a place that you can come and kind of sleep and relax. But also we've got a car that you can use, so you don't have to be tied to us all the time. So that's another thing that we're excited for, right? Is that people come and see us. We keep saying this. Nobody's like, we've only had one set of visitors come and say hi. So I'd say plan your trips for 2024, because we're going to have some space and we're going to have lots of places that you can go and check out.
Yeah.
So as far as additional plans over break, what's something that you'd like to do over this Christmas break? Because he has a break from work too.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
I'm thinking road trip. Might need a road trip. I could go to Seville. I could go to Barcelona. I could go to Madrid. There are a few places on my list. Should we make that list? I think that's what I'm looking forward to in 2024, is being able to go different places. That was really like waiting on Jack's residency card was the thing that kind of held us back from doing a lot of those things this year. And so being able to do some of that will be great. We'll even be able to take advantage of like the EasyJet and Ryanair flights out of Porto and go all different kinds of places for a weekend if we want to.
Yeah.
So it should be fun.
All right. Well, catch us again next time on another episode of As the Dinosaurs Turn.